Hey, welcome to Module 3.8, helping your golden prospect with transcription work. Just what you wanted to learn, huh? Well, really, I don't want to make light of this strategy that I teach in this. Is it a strategy or a tactic? I always get the two confused. But here, I'm going to teach you a great way to get your golden prospect's attention by doing transcription work. And it's so easy. Anybody can do this tactic. And anybody that doesn't want to do it, I consider lazy. If you want to earn the attention of a person who could help your business tremendously, are you willing to sit down and listen and do a little work that and to get his or her attention to help him or her out? I think you should if you really care about marketing your business. So instead of going out and worrying about link bait and all that stuff, I'd put your effort on transcribing your golden prospects work. But let's get into that a little bit. Let me move this over. All right, there's a lots of different places where you can find information to transcribe for your golden prospect. If they run a podcast, get out of there. Want to see the OCD in me? There it is. You just saw it. Can't stand things being out of place. All right, so here we are. One of the easiest things you could do, and it won't cost you any money. If you got a low budget, okay, you can't do the tactic of the bulk order, but you can certainly do this tactic. If you can read and if you can type, even if it's hunting and pecking and taking forever to do it, you can do this tactic. Anybody could implement this tactic. What you need to do is find your Golden Prospects podcasts and look through his or her webinars and their Google Hangouts. And what you'll do is you'll find that they have a lot of content that has not been transcribed yet. Well, that's content they could be using, and if you transcribe that for them, what's going to happen is they can now use that content on their website. And that's like a gain for them. They've probably always meant to do it, but they never got around to having somebody get to it or paying somebody to do it. And when you do it for free, well, you're giving them content. You're coming with a gift. So this is a great way to create content for your golden prospect to get them to at least notice you. It doesn't always earn you a link. Remember, this is about building a relationship with somebody big in your industry who has the ability to give you a lot of help in the form of sales. So this is somebody it's worth pulling all the stops for. And if you don't have to feel disheartened, if you don't have a budget to do bulk orders and do some of the other tactics that I teach throughout this module, that's fine. This is a tactic you can do, because as far as I've noticed, most golden prospects do not have transcriptions. If they do, they don't have all their videos transcribed. So it gives us, as link builders, smart link builders, a tremendous opportunity to earn the gratitude of our golden prospects just by doing a little bit of work for them. So other places you can find their videos, you can find them on YouTube, obviously, Vimeo, also their Facebook pages. Sometimes we do Facebook Lives, or maybe the Golden Prospect is uploaded the video exclusively to Facebook, and they would like that content. And so the whole idea is you find videos or podcasts, or you find something that you can't transcribe, then you transcribe it. This is the key thing here. Don't ask permission. Just do it. Because I was bugging Eric Ward for at least a month before I said, hey, you got to let me do a transcription. And he's like, no, I can't let you do that. That's too much work. It's too much effort, man. I can't ask you to do that. It's my fault that I don't have transcriptions. I'll pay for it when I get to it. And then I'd ask him again. He goes, no, I can't ask you to do that. Because Eric was never one to want to put somebody off, ever. He was the one that would be put off first. That's just how great of a person he was. But in this instance, he wouldn't let me do it for him. So finally, I did it. I just went ahead and did it, and it worked. And let me show you, I'll show you how I did it and what I got out of it. And well, I helped Eric out. That's what I got out of it. I gave content for Eric. I was helping my golden prospect. Let me say this too. Another benefit to this system. This is a little nugget. When you help a golden prospect get sales, there's a good chance that their website is a lot better off to getting conversions than your website is. So if you're just starting out and you have a small website and you're like, well, what can I offer this person? I mean, they have this great site and I don't. But if you get in there and start doing transcriptions, you could, at that point, as they post it on their site, that could get them a ranking. And it most likely will, because there'll be a lot of content that's keyword centered around the topic of what that golden prospect is all about. So that's good content for them. You could be giving them a new traffic source with a new ranking. Maybe it'll be a long tail keyword that ranks. Maybe it only brings in 100 visitors a month. But you got to admit that it's still something that you're handing your golden prospect when you hand them a transcription. So it's not just goodwill. It's not like, oh, this is something that the golden prospect will want to reciprocate with and then give me something. And maybe, because it does take a lot of work to do a transcription, and when your golden prospect sees, hey, this works, I mean, thank you for all the work you did, and they post it on their site, of course they're going to give you a link. And is that link going to change your business? No, because to me, remember, it's not about the link, it's about the relationship. Getting another link is just getting a one step closer to getting what I was really seeking, was an endorsement to a better relationship where Eric would just start referring business to me because I knew he was a consultant and he wasn't an agency, and I know that he would always get asked. He'd tell me he'd get a lot of emails in his inbox on a monthly basis of people wanting him to do agency work, but he wasn't an agency. I wanted those leads. Eric was my golden prospect. And I found out he'd been deleting the leads for years. For years. And he said he had a lot of SEO people reach out to him wanting those leads. Said, I'll pay you half and I'll do this and that. And he just never did it. But he said I was the first guy that he'd ever built that type of relationship with, where he just started forwarding leads and referring people to us because he felt comfortable. But it was because I had built a lot of social points with him. And here's one such instance of that. So finally I just went ahead and did it. And it was this live Q&A from May 25th. And let me move this over so you can see it better. There was our fearless leader, Eric. I'm trying to... All right. So this was I think it was like a 2-hour session. No, it was 2.5 hours. And we ended up doing and it's great too. And so I ended up giving the transcription. This whole page is a transcription. As soon as I sent it to Eric, he put it up on the site. He goes, oh, you did it anyway. He goes, thank you so much. He wasn't upset with me that I did it anyway. He was really happy to have this. In fact, he offered to pay me for it. I was like, no, I'm not a transcriptionist. Besides, my sister did the work. Danielle's a great, she types really fast. And so she went through and we provided the transcription. Eric rewarded me, let me see right here. But you'll find a transcribed version of the entire 156-minute Q&A, which was no small feat, and thank you to Matt LeClaire for transcribing it. And there's a link from a golden prospect to my site just for taking a few hours to do a transcription. Now, many of you will spend 3 hours watching YouTube videos on things that will have absolutely no impact on your life. In that time, you could do a transcription for your golden prospect. And then what you do is, when you deliver the link to your golden prospect, you offer to further edit it for them. Because we speak differently, and when you take our words word for word, if you take a conversation between, say, two highly intelligent people, maybe college professors even. And then you take them, and then you read their transcript word for word. It never reads well because it's hard because it's a different medium. And so a lot of times it's good to edit transcriptions. So what you do is say, hey, it's word for word. You did a great job with it. Some people like to have their transcriptions edited so it reads better, reads well. I would be more than happy to do that. It's a skill set I have. I don't want any money for it. I'm into the project. I'd just like to see it through and offer to do that for him or her. They will almost always turn you down. And but at that point, there's like, this person is really delivering, and maybe they won't. And if that's the case, if you don't know how to write, you could just easily go to textbroker.com and hire an editor to edit the transcription, and maybe it costs you $75. But hey, you just did a favor for somebody who could help your business in a big way. So that's just some of the things you can do. Once you focus your intention on people who could really help you, then you can find a myriad of different ways to get them to take notice of you and to begin to like you. And this is just one way that you can do that without costing yourself any money. It doesn't take any budget. Maybe skip an evening of YouTube or Netflix and bust out a transcription and watch what happens. You get a lot of social points for that with your golden prospect, and you get a link for the most part. That link isn't going to change your life. Pardon me. It's not going to bring more business in. Maybe. But no, maybe somebody's going to, oh, Matt LeClaire transcribed. Look at the link. How many people were clicking through Matt LeClaire because I transcribed it? I mean, it's not really a glowing endorsement. What am I, a transcriptionist? Maybe if somebody thought I was a transcriptionist, that would be a really great endorsement. Too many link builders stop at earning links at like this. It's a link, yes, right to my index page. Hey, I love those. And especially from ericward.com, it was a great link. It still is a influential link, but it wouldn't make any money for me if this was the only link I ever earned on this from Eric. There's no endorsement in there at all. And there's not going to be a flow of traffic coming from it. So when a lot of people are nervous whether or not they're going to get referral traffic from their links, it's because they're placing links like this. Those aren't the links we want. Those are the links we'll take, and we'll be very happy because they all count. It's just a sign of like when you first start dating your significant other, he or she sent you flowers or you sent her flowers, and then you kept sending each other flowers back and forth. You sent flowers, and pretty soon you're shacked up together. I'm not saying that you need to shack up with your golden prospect, but your golden prospect is probably a pretty cool person, because if they got into the top of the industry and have a following, they did it by helping people. And if you could get them into your circle and just ingratiate yourself, I have to look up that word, ingratiate yourself with your golden prospect. What will happen is you'll have that type of relationship too. And just doing good things for other people is cool. And I'm not saying you can't go help somebody who can't help you back. You should. You probably should help 10 times as many people who can't help you back as you do helping your golden prospects, because it's kind of self-serving. I understand that. And a lot of people take this as self-serving. But hey, most marketers are self-serving, right? Most link builders are self-serving. This is a type of self-serving that at least will not pollute the marketing environment. It's a pretty cool way to go about earning links and marketing your business by going out and helping people, getting into like those adventures and helping others. And that's self-serving. Man, that's a good way to self-serve, because that's a great way to a great life, to have that mindset. So yeah, it's self-serving. We should all be self-serving. But a lot of self-serving people in marketing, link builders especially, they're just serving themselves, and they're not looking for win-win situations. Obviously, doing a transcription for your golden prospect won't make your content on your site any better, but it will give you major bonus points with that particular prospect, and take you a long ways towards eventually earning his or her endorsement. So that's that's this module, and I have a lot of other ways to show you to help your golden prospects. So keep watching the videos, and I'll see you in the next video.